Hello and welcome to that Eurovision site. I'm Angus and I'm once again joined by the absolutely amazing and fabulous Gustaph. First of all, how are you?
I'm very good, how are you?
I'm good too, thank you. I hope Amsterdam has been treating you well.
Well, we just arrived this morning, so because it's a 2-hour drive from Antwerp, so it's quite easy. But yeah, Amsterdam is always lovely, always fun.
And the weather is nice today.
The weather,
so
that's always good.
So, first off, I have to ask, just let's immediately jump into the fashion.
Yes.
That's for real. You have an amazing array of hats. You've already showed them off.
Yes.
Have you already picked what hat you'll be wearing at Eurovision?
I have. It's being made at this moment.
Oh, that is very exciting.
Yes, it's going to be a custom-made hat. Yes. I can tell you that.
I cannot wait to see it. I'm expecting it to be massive, like basically a tent over you, bedazzled or what. Like just you step out of the hat with another hat.
Wait and see.
I'm excited. Speaking of picking hats, what goes into picking your hat for the day?
I think for me, I've learned through the years that a hat can really make or change an outfit. So for me, it's more like, because sometimes I only wear a cap, sometimes I don't wear a hat. But I think when I wear one, it's definitely an intentional thing. And I think every hat gives me a different kind of feeling, actually. So it's kind of like what the mood of the day will bring.
That's
fair enough.
That's fair enough. From one thing I know nothing about, fashion, to another thing I know nothing about, music.
Oh, you do.
You have 3 amazing backing singers you're taking with you, and obviously you want to show them off a bit as well. So I want to hear a bit more about them, both what they do, like the music they make, and how you all met.
Well, these are 3 of my best friends in life, actually. So I'm very lucky that I get to bring them to Liverpool. I mean, actually, it's also in theme with Beacause Of You, because it's about chosen family, and they truly are. And what I can say is we've met when I was in my late teens, especially Mo and Chantal. For example, Chantal, we went to the same school. For example, she lived in the village next to me. And Mo I met when I was 20 in one of my first jobs. And they're both amazing artists in their own right. They make their own music. They're doing more Mo is more into hip-hop, and Chantal does a lot of soulful stuff. But there are also people who've been working in Belgium for 20 plus years, and they get asked for everything. These are like the big singers who get asked to do everything everywhere. And Sandrine, the third one, who's going to join me in Liverpool, who people haven't seen yet. She's a singer in her own right. She still performs in Belgium, and she has a lot of musical theater, she has a lot of tours. And so she's someone I've known since I was about 24, 25. And she's really close to me because, for example, with Corona, remember Miss Corona? She was the only person who would come visit us, for example. We were that close. So she's really like a chosen family as well. And I'm so lucky that I get to bring them on stage with me. And they're also 3 amazing performers. They're not backing vocalists to me, they're just performers with me.
Yeah, I loved it also in your live performance at Eurosong, where you really just bring them into your performance. It really elevates the whole thing.
Yes, for sure.
Because their voices are so important to the songs, and also to that style of music, and so often in the 90s that went unappreciated, and people were replaced in music videos and stuff
Very good.
Last time we spoke, you mentioned that you really want to use your platform to send out a message, and well, back then we could hardly believe you might be going to Eurovision. Now you're not only going to Eurovision, your song is a massive hit in Belgium, and it's also doing very well elsewhere. How does it feel to really be heard like that?
It's quite amazing, I have to say, and it's sometimes in a very good way overwhelming, because I got a lot of messages from people who have said that they feel stronger because of the song. I had some people who said they did their coming out because of the song, and that's actually, as schmaltzy as it sounds, that's kind of the idea of the song, that you feel like you're not alone, and that you feel like you can thank people around you. And yeah, it started to lead its own life in that way. And I think also by incorporating the queer elements on stage, and I think I'm truly myself here. And I say I'm married, I have a husband. I really want to just make it, it's not about shock value with me, it's more about this is just my life, this is who I am. And I want people to feel comfortable with that. And I hope that people will feel that as well in the performance. And I think it was Beacause Of You also, because I wrote that song, and you have chosen family, but truly when I wrote it, I was thinking about, because I grew up when I was in my early 20s, it was the first time we were allowed to marry legally in Belgium. And I think of people who didn't have that advantage as a queer person, and those people had to take care of themselves. And I really feel there's a generational thing about that song as well when I sing it, because it's really about that thankfulness towards chosen family and the generational thing of the queer culture. So it's beautiful to see how people understand this. That's really very important and dear to my heart.
I'm happy that you get to bring it to the stage and also just entertain us along the way, because that's also a very important part of the culture and of the song itself.
Exactly. Exuberance.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you are now at the pre-parties and everything.
Yes.
Have you made any friends? How's it been?
Oh my god, it's been so much fun. It's so much camaraderie between the artists, which not that I wasn't expecting it, but you just don't know what's going to happen. For example, the guys from Joker Out, they've been singing. I think they posted like 9 stories singing my song, and the weird thing is, I'm in my early 40s and they're in their early 20s. I have no business talking to these young boys, but they're just fun and so sweet. And I have a really good click with Lazara. I just love her. Just a great girl. And we're gonna have a cocktail later, which is always good. I also really like Mimi Cat from Portugal. She's just, I just adore her. She's just lovely, and she's an amazing performer. So it's been, and just when you see people back there today, I was hugging everyone. Like the Irish boys just gave everyone a great big hug, and it's really great to kind of see that it's a competition, yes, you have to do it, but there's also still a shared experience which makes you kind of hang out together more and gel together more. So that's beautiful.
Definitely. So before I let you go, there are so many people that still want to interview you. Do you have a final message to the people watching this interview?
Well, first I would like to say again, thank you for taking so much time into Eurovision, and for all your followers for loving Eurovision, because I say it every time, you start the fire, and then the greater public will take over the fire, but you start it. And I think also what you're doing is very important, because it really keeps the Eurovision spirit alive. And look at Eurovision now, it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's partly because there's this community that really supports it from the core. So thank you, and thank you to all your followers for doing that, and thank you for supporting Eurovision.
And thank you for your time. If you get to vote in the second semi-final, please vote for Gustaph, who will be representing Belgium with Beacause Of You.
Bye.
Bye.